As if sort of like on cue, Eden ends up coming out of a small country house that you can only assume is his own home. And he's kind of running his hand through his hair with his hat around his neck. And he sees you three, completely unaware of the scene that just went down, and he waves you over.
Hey, hold on, Matt.
Yeah?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Does it have to be just before that we can, like, make them drink it?
Drink what?
The glowy stuff.
It does not.
Okay.
It can be whenever.
Alright. Wait, I'll walk over.
What?
You have Soul's Magic you have 5 bottles of Soul's Magic that can basically bless someone, so that way, yeah.
I'm liking this kid. I don't want him. I don't want all the town. Wait, what if I save the amazing Wiz?
What if I just walked up to Yeehaw and just like be like, okay, drink this. Bye.
so yeah, Yeehaw, also known as Eden, is waving you over from outside his house.
Hey, Yeehaw.
Yeah.
So everyone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking close Wild Magic Search. He smiles, he's like, well, I'm glad to see y'all still here. Have you found a way to get down there yet?
Well, yes and no.
Kinda, sorta, not really.
We don't have the blubberfish.
We need to find a way to get a stick that's zebra colored.
He blinks, he's like, you mean the black and white ones on top of the gulch?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
He says, wait, those trees, they're so far up and we're so pressed for time. And he paces a little bit. He's kind of thinking hard. He says, okay.
Give me a horse. Wait, didn't we ride our griffins over here? What happened to a griffin? You
did, but they fly off after landing. They're kind of set to return home. He says, okay, I have a plan, but we're gonna have to convince the mayor for a favor first. I'm sure if you tell him that he'd help me get Belle back, he will.
Yeah, I'm all up for favors.
Oh God, don't say that.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Honey.
Think.
Sexual favors.
What if we're talking about tree favors? Like, what if
favors?
The favors is I'm really interested in people telling me what type of mystery plant there is growing in my garden.
Yes.
I'm glad you remember that.
Does that happen often to you?
I'm glad you remember that.
Yeah, I do. I have it written down in my notes.
So that his proposal is to go and talk to the mayor, basically. Because apparently the mayor has some ticket to the trees.
Can I show Yeehaw my fish?
You sure as hell can.
I do that.
So before you guys walk over, you just whip that fish out right there and kind of present it in front of him. And he kind of blinks because this isn't the right time or place. But he's like, oh well, it's like a little me. Good job.
He gets really happy and he's like, okay, yeah. And then just puts it away and goes.
I have a complaint.
Yeah.
Vaydark has yet to commit a single hate crime.
Untrue.
Oh no. So Vaydark
from wizards on the regular.
That's fair. So anyway, Vaydark, after proudly presenting his fish, starts to strut over to the mayor's house, and Eden quickly follows behind. My
goal is to show everybody my fish.
I thought you gave it to your friend.
I bought
one of
fish.
them.
Oh.
She resurrected. You have a zombie fish, and you gave the regular fish away.
Yeah.
All right.
With the zombie one, I only need to feed it sometimes. Perfect. It's Vaydark proof.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I told her in IRL OOC that it was okay that she could only feed it sometimes because it's a zombie.
Only feed it sometimes.
Yes. So you guys start heading, I imagine, you following Vaydark and Eden back to the mayor's house?
Yep.
So you head to the mayor's house and across the way, and Eden once again knocks on that large door knocker attached to the rickety wooden door. And once again, you hear heavy wooden footsteps before the dwarf sheriff opens the door in front of you. And he sighs for a minute as soon as he sees Eden. It's like, Eden, we talked about, it's you three. And Eden quickly speaks up and says, I found 3 people to help me, so now you have to help us. we need to get to the canyon, and we need to do it fast. You know what I'm talking about. And since you guys have already given him the badge, he does say,
What if they tried to sacrifice?
I don't know what gave you that idea.
You know what gave me that idea? Maybe it was fuckface.
Which one?
Which one?
Fuckface. You know who
I
It's like
literally tell
fuckface.
everyone that.
Fuckface is Xavier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he can.
Little bitch is asshole is Myrrh. Little bitch is Lucius, and fuckface is Xavier.
I mean, at least you guys remember
All
their
of them are
names.
interchangeable, except Yeehaw.
You guys are never gonna call my characters by their actual names. But
And then there's pretty fish lady.
yeah. And since you guys have already given the badge, she says, you've proven yourself worthy already, I guess. So follow me. And he walks out of the doorway and basically allows you entrance inside the house.
Oh.
Got a blast.
So, you three, come in, and he leads you, through his cottage. A small but charming little house, very Western, but he leads you to the back door, and not anywhere really in the house, opening it up and walking in. Outside, connected to the house, is a small stable. Not as impressive as the Zoniki's, but it has about 5 large, sand-colored cheetahs with saddles on their back. I was trying to make Alexis excited, and she didn't react.
Why,
Okay.
why would I
so
get
we get a
excited
horse
about
stable?
cheetahs?
Because you want to
Wait,
ride a
you get
fucking
cheetahs?
cat!
Okay.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
fair.
Man.
You told me you want to ride a cat, so I stretched everything I could to make you ride a fucking cat.
Thanks, man.
Fuck you, alright? So, you see these 5 large sand-colored cheetahs with sandals on their back. And you hear,
Sandals.
saddles.
Sandals on their back.
Saddles on their back. And you hear, the dwarf once again speak up. Now, you make sure to bring these back in a jiffy, you hear? But I promise they'll get you to point A to point B real fast. And now these things aren't like normal cheetah size. They're like dire wolf cat version. Maybe like a little smaller than a horse. They are massive
That's
cheetahs.
Cool. I love my cheetahs. Clove hugs the cheetah and puts Elvie on the cheetah so Elvie can know how it
Jesus.
feels.
Put the cat on the cat.
So
Cat on the
catception. Eden kind of tries to ignore this. He's like,
Wait, can
Christina?
I also make something canon?
Christina,
yeah.
Elvie
is Elvie a boy or
in the
a
bar
girl?
fight.
Elvie's a boy,
Yeah,
I think.
Elvie participated in the
Imagine
bar fight.
tiny Elvies everywhere. So like cheetah Elvies. That's really cute.
Are you trying to convince her to breed with the?
Cat fuck, cat fuck, cat fuck.
No!
That wouldn't be a cheater. That'd be a panther.
Hampshire? What would the
A
race
jaguar.
be?
A jaguar.
Jaguar. Yeah, that's the one I meant to say.
Yeah.
The one with the kind of spots on it.
And Eden kind of speaks up. He's like, alright, I don't think I have to remind you that we're in a hurry, so grab the tundra runners and let's hurry on.
Alright, let's
Yes,
go.
I-
It's really exciting. It's
So
happy.
he hops on one of these tundra runners, very expertise like, kind of throwing his slightly heeled boot across and just kind of grabbing the reins of it.
Also,
No
I have
issue.
something a little more important right now. You all
Than his
heard
little
that Elvie
sister.
Yeah. You all heard that Elvie participated in the bar fight, correct?
No.
Can we say that Elvie participated in the bar fight?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, now time to run.
Alright. So you mount your tundra runners, I imagine. Does anyone have any issue with this?
Nope.
Alright. So you basically move around not cutting through, obviously, but you just kind of move around the cabin. And you pad into town on these badass cheetah things. And you obviously get some stares, especially from the kids who are basically awestruck, who were running around playing earlier. Eden
Oh,
Eden
yeah. Who
takes
has messy hair now?
Eden takes the natural lead, trotting in front of you guys to sort of towards that deep chasm. And as you examine, you can see there's paths upwards to sort of climb into the canyon land that lies ahead.
Get that fucking stick.
Let's get that fucking stick. So you tread up the rocks, and the cat's paws have no issue with the process. It seems that this Cheeto is sort of like made for rocky terrain instead of grasslands. As soon as you make it up the initial hill, you can see a lot clearer what lies outside the city around the gulch. And now that you're on top of the rock, you can see a very long stretch of
Do we
nearly...
get more added to our map?
No, not yet. Sorry. I'm not that good. You see a very long stretch of nearly flat land with breaks and canyons all around it. The cheetahs stop and growl, seeming to like prepare themselves. And this is how we're gonna play this little mini game. Each time that a cheetah jumps or dashes or does some sort of movement that you're gonna have to really quickly react to, basically a quick time event, you're gonna have to say very fast how you are going to keep a handle on your feline. So, for example, if I say Vadark, the cheetah makes a sudden left turn and you start to fall right. And you that would be a good example, actually. You have to say, in under a few seconds that I actually wrote out, grab the harness and pulls himself back up, but I think hug would work too.
Wait, did you just say hug?
Yeah.
I was planning on saying hug.
You can just say hug the whole time.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come up with something different every time because there's different, prompts. It's not all gonna be you start to slip off. You can still say hug, but it's not gonna help you in some of these. Alright, and just like that, the cheetahs are off, man, and they are fast as hell. Claw scrape the rocks behind you, 3, and Evan basically has you just, bust through the canyon. So you guys, you're going fast as lightning. You guys probably have never gone this fast in your entire life.
Oh, whoa. Clove is enjoying this, but she's hugging Elvie.
Is anyone crying? I expected someone to cry.
Why would...
Not crying, surprisingly.
It's like being on a roller coaster. I think Vadark is made up for it by the cats.
He's having such a good time.
And Clove, your cheetah slips on the edge of the canyon and his foot sort of falls off before it pulls itself back up. What are you gonna do?
Whispers words of encouragement.
You are falling.
Fine, okay. She weighs her weight. She pulls back, so it's not falling.
All right. So you try to pull it up so that way it sort of tips back onto the rock, and I think that's gonna work.
Okay.
So as you sort of keep running, you can see nearby chasms that are just full of fresh blue water running in a wild stream at the bottom, and you get the sense that this whole town has probably been carved out by this rushing river. And Kamaria, the cheetah, leaps over a snake hole, and you start to lose balance. What do you do?
A snake hole?
Yes.
Yeah, those exist.
She grabs on tight.
All right. So you grab on tight, and almost you shake a little bit as the cheetah leaps. But you're good. And you continue heading down. And Vadark, your cheetah gets agitated as mosquitoes start to land on it and swarm it. What do you do?
I slapped them off.
You start swatting the air to try to shoo the mosquitoes, and I think you get probably a few bites from this. But your cheetah is deterred.
Right now you have Ebola.
Oh, great.
No, it's malaria.
But you can get Ebola from...
You can get a lot of things. You can get a lot of things from mosquitoes, guys.
Can I say?
Yeah?
Only malaria.
Vader only has his face and his ears exposed.
Oh, no.
That's how his outfit is.
He bites you on the elf ear. You gotta bite on the elf ear.
That's
Sorry,
the worst
man.
part.
Sorry, man.
Malaria in your...
Oh dear. Okay, and that was basically your little tutorial for what's ahead. And wait a second. Yeah. So that was your tutorial, and now you hear the sound of hooves closing in behind you. Faster hooves. Hoovers. No, hooves. Faster and faster. And it doesn't take much to turn around, and you see 2 bugbear thieves behind you, riding on the back of giant hogs. And we're gonna now... Yes, they're riding hogs.
I just like the image.
Wild.
God damn it.
Hog wild.
They're going hog wild. And now we're gonna learn a new part of riding. Yeah?
Matt, our
Yeah?
bugbear's huge.
Bugbears are fucking huge.
They're riding such a tiny fish.
I said they're giant hogs, but it is probably a little bit smaller compared to their body. It's a little bit humorous, but
Wait, can I just say that they
Yeehoggy.
are road hogs? They're hogging the road.
Jesus Christ. So you hear the sound of hooves, and I'm gonna teach you a new part of riding, and that's that you both kind of have 20 feet in between you now, and sort of like the strength tests that Clove did back at the mountain, you're gonna roll a d20 plus your animal handling to see how many feet you move forward, and hope that they don't move forward more than you.
I
But-
have distinct disadvantage on this.
But don't worry, guys, because you are now in initiative, so roll for that.
19.
12.
2.
All right. So I got to
That
roll
wasn't
for.
plus anything, right? That was just initiative?
Yes, it's just initiative.
Okay.
All right. So I got theirs. Two of a kind. So first is going to be Vaydark, quite obviously. And Vaydark, you have a chance to basically do
I
whatever
do.
you want.
I do. I also have Assassinate, which means I get advantage on people that haven't attacked yet.
All right.
I have it.
You're 20 feet away, so also keep moving. So also keep that in mind, because moving is a whole nother thing.
Well, what if I have advantage and disadvantage? What happens, man?
I think you just roll regularly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot the boys
All right, shoot the boys.
with my crossbow.
All right.
Oh no! He fell
Yeah.
down on the crack of my bed.
Oh no.
I found it.
Good
Good.
job.
Oh,
We've been
finally.
rapping.
Guess what it landed on?
What?
Just give a guess.
1,
Archie.
Two.
No.
20.
Oh, I thought you meant landed physically on, so I said Archie.
No. It literally tore apart all the under my bed to find it.
What did it land on?
Christina guessed it.
1?
No.
20?
No, 20.
Yeah.
Damn,
Wait,
alright.
Matt,
Mm-hmm.
what did you think of my rapping?
It was beautiful.
Thank
Alexis, with
like,
your nat...
Really?
Yes. With your nat 20, that obviously hits, and you also get to roll double damage.
Oh, okay. Which dice was that? 1d8. That's the hexagon one, right? No, never mind.
Is 1d8 a hexagon?
Shut up. 5 plus 7 plus 6.
It's 17.